What's good? What's going on, fam? How you doing? How you doing? We in the building. Drop them comments below. Drop them fire emojis below, fam. Y'all ready? It's time. It's time. What's good? I see you. I see you. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this going. What's going on, fam? It's your man VKJ, and we are back with another live event, fam. Super excited to see you all in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? Let me get the shout outs real quick. What's going on? What's happening to all the fam that's coming through? What's going on, Daria? Hey, good to see you, Daria. What's going on? DeMarcus Vaughn is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's going on, Rashonda Greer? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on, David Williams? James Kelly, what's good? What's good? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for locking on with us today. Absolutely. We got some things to take care of, family. We got some things to get into. But of course, I want to bring on my friends. This is VKJ TV and friends. So I got to bring on my friends, family, and of course, you are my friends as well. So definitely hit that like button for me. Definitely, if this is your first time being here at VKJ TV, absolutely hit that subscribe button as we get into it, fam. So I'm ready. I hope y'all ready. We got a lot to get into, right? Crown Vic, episode 5, crazy, crazy. So we're gonna get into it. Let me bring up the fam real quick. Yeah. So listen, I got some soldiers. I got some super soldiers, right? Because one has been down for a while. And one, she is actually broadcasting live with us today from the bed. So I got some super soldier ladies with me today. So I want to salute them off the top and thank them for rocking with your boy. Let's first bring up Nikki on the beat. Nikki on the beat. She actually is broadcasting live from bed. What's going on, Nikki?
Hey, everyone. Yeah, a little sciatic nerve pain, or a big sciatic nerve pain, should we say. So I am taking it easy, been off my feet for the last 2 days, but I was not going to miss today.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you being the super soldier that you are. And we're going to get into it. And I got a special guest today again. She's legendary. A lot of y'all know who she is. She's been on YouTube for a while. She's also a super soldier. She was down for a couple of weeks, but she got her voice back a little bit. I kind of teased a little because, sound kind of raspy. And I told her, I said, you know what? I like them Queens girls with the raspy voice. You know what I'm saying? So none other than the legendary Moochie Moochella is in the building. What's good, Moochie?
What's good? Queens is in the building, y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying. I miss y'all.
Yes, we miss you. We miss you too. Moochie's in the building, fam. You already know, man. You already know. So let's give it up to these soldiers for real. Get some fire emojis in the chat. Definitely hit that like button because they listen, they going through it, but they still here rocking today. Just for y'all. This is just for y'all, right? We doing it for y'all. All right. So let's get into it, fam. What we talking about today? We talking about Power Book 4 Force. Oh man, crazy, crazy episode. Episode 5. They usually turn up on episode 5, right? Right, Moochie?
Yeah, between 5 and 6.
Yeah, between 5 and 6, absolutely. So
I
before we
think
get,
6 is gonna give us some more.
oh yeah, 6 is definitely gonna
6
give
is
us.
gonna give us some more, y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So I did a little poll. I do polls too, Moochie. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Do a little
I hope
polls.
you don't got the same questions as me because I go on next. So let
I
me
don't know.
see.
I don't know. I don't. Probably not. Probably not. I'll be asking people different questions. You know what I'm saying? Oh
All
shoot!
right.
Somebody came through. Somebody came through the door. Hold up. Hold up. But before we move forward, we got somebody else from a different part. I'm from Harlem. We got Queens in the house. We got Detroit in the
Mm-hmm.
house.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got
We
the
got the D.
BX. We got the BX in
BX,
the
you
building.
know that's you
What?
know
Hey y'all,
BX is my
what's up,
is my fam.
Moochie?
BX is my
Uh-huh.
fam. She know. She
Yeah.
said, Moochie,
Mm-hmm.
push through, and I got you.
There it is.
Mm,
Tamika's Den is in the
always.
building, looking very nice. You're looking very nice there. All
Oh,
right.
thank
Well,
you.
The Bronx is representing. Okay.
get your chocolate.
You know what I'm saying? Sex.
Yeah.
That's my movie too. That's my movie right there. Sex attraction. So we was talking about this poll that I did. Moochie, I know you do your polls.
Okay.
Here's the first one. The first one is Force fans. what do you rate season 2, episode 5? We see 55% out of 132 votes said 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, okay? 14%, 9 out of 10. 15%, 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 8%. And 6 out of 10, 8%. So, 55%. Hey, that's the majority of people. Majority of people right there, right? Okay. And I got another poll that I did real quick. And I said, which one of the Flynn Empire did you want going the most? And they said Claudia.
Claudia, yeah, everybody's saying Claudia. I say it too. I ain't even vote yet, but I'm gonna go back over there and put my vote in.
You gonna put your vote? If you haven't put your vote in, yeah, definitely put your vote in.
I had to stay off of YouTube, y'all, because I be talking to my TV when y'all be getting down. Because I be
for real? You had to
I
save
had
your
to
voice.
really unplug.
Yeah, you had to really unplug, get your voice back. But it's back, it's coming through. All right, so let's get into it, fam. Let me bring it up real quick. I was excited about this episode because I got a little message on my IG from Isaac Keys, who plays Diamond. He said 5 is going to turn up. I was like, all right, well, he's in it, so he knows it. So I was like, okay.
He needed to answer me when I was talking about his strong back. I ain't hear nothing. All I heard was crickets.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
He wants you to get your voice back, so when it's time, then you'll have your voice, so you can, you know what I mean? Before we get into it, just quick announcement, just so y'all know, we on our power tip, right? So let's make sure everybody on the same schedule, you know what I mean? Yeah, we right now in force, but soon we're going to be in Raising Canaan December 1st. After that, March 1st, BMF. I'm looking forward to all of them. All right, so I got a question real quick before we get into it. As of right now, because these shows have at least 2 seasons underneath their belt, who's the most savage out of these 4 right here? Tommy, Kane, Marvin, or your boy Lamar? We're going to start off with Moochie. Moochie, who's the most savage?
I feel like Tommy's are already given, but who's next in line? Mm-hmm. I feel like it's between Kane. I say Kane.
You say Kane? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nikki on the beat, who you say?
Oh, I gotta say Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar.
He's savage and psycho at the same time. Like that whole "you can't stop the rain" situation just sent me all the way over.
Right. Okay. TAMEIKA'S Den, who's the most savage to you? And drop your comments below, fam.
I agree with Moochie that Tommy is a given. I think Lamar. I don't see Kane as savage.
Oh, you don't see Kane?
Just think about the blowtorch thing. That's what made him savage.
Gotcha. He did get a little savage there. I feel like I could flip.
That was the first thing that popped into my mind.
Straight savage, yeah. I mean, see, like Lamar close second to me because he out there getting at the kids, man. I was like, yo,
yeah.
I think everybody remember that one. You know what I mean? So okay, all right, fam. So let's get into it. So I want to ask the question as we talk about rating. What do you rate episode 5 of season 2 of Force? We'll start off with you, TAMEIKA'S Den. What do you rate episode 5?
I think I give it a 9. It was a good episode. Okay. I give it a 9.
Gave it a 9. Okay. Moochie, what you give it?
I'm gonna say 8.5. I know it was. It's a low 9. I'll say a low 9. Not like that. I give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
Give it a 9. Okay. Nikki on the beat. What you give this episode 5?
I definitely give it a 9 too, because I always say power gives me what I need. The writers are absolutely dope, but we know it's going to be taking up a few notches the next couple episodes, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna line up with y'all. I'm gonna give it a solid 9 too. There was some things I was like, man, you could have did this, you could have did that, but we're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into that. So I want to know, what are your greatest surprises and what are your greatest disappointments of this episode? That's how I do on this show. Your greatest surprise, or your greatest disappointment? We'll start off with you, Moochie.
My greatest disappointment is I feel like they took out Walter Flynn and Paulie too soon.
Mm,
It could have been much more of a storyline with that.
okay.
And
Okay.
I feel like they're moving them out the way so Tommy could take over Chicago, but I
Hmm.
feel like it was a rushed thing.
Okay. Felt like it was rushed. Okay. Just couple more episodes, and then maybe we could have took them out. Maybe.
Yeah, like we've been talking about Walter Flynn, and he's supposed to be this gangster from the
Hmm.
old school,
Yep.
and he hasn't shown us enough.
Mm,
He hasn't shown us enough. We seen him get tough one time, and then on his way out this time.
right. So you
And
got tough that time.
I
Hmm.
wanted to see more of that when he got, when he went in there with the slurbs and
Yeah.
blasted them and all of that. But this time, this was like a fight for his life, and he did his thing. I get it. I just feel like it was like you wasted two good characters where you could have had a lot more to it. But I
Right.
guess they want to get rid of the old writing from last season, so I'm gonna give them a pass on it.
Okay. Okay. They got a whole lot of new characters, right, Tamika?
Yeah.
So it's like they can only do but so much. What's your greatest surprise? What's your greatest disappointment to this episode?
Yeah, I think I would kind of piggyback off of Moochie as far as Walter. I just felt like in general they didn't really utilize his character enough for me. I felt like we could have got more unnecessarily mad that he was gone. And if he was gonna go out, I want to see him go out, blazing. So he did do that.
Right.
As far as the surprise, we sharing needles in 2023. We just letting strange people stick needles in our arm. I was not expecting that from Janard, but
Right.
I thought we was about to go in another direction in that car. I'm glad we didn't. But I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening here?
Right. Right.
That
That was kind of
definitely was
wild.
a
Like,
surprise. Yeah.
yeah, like Jannar was out there, like he just didn't care. Oh, what? Okay. All right. Psh, okay. you know. Nikki, what was your greatest surprise, greatest disappointment?
Yeah, Tamika, I'm with you on that one. I thought we were going in a whole other direction. I had to brace myself for a second because it could have gone in a whole different direction. But I agree. Sharon Needles 2023, come on now, that's bananas. But Paulie, I was not ready for Paulie to go. I
Mm,
wasn't. That was my disappointment because, like everyone's been saying, he's, from the old school. So that old school gangster, we wanted to see a bit more of that, the old school smarts, plotting, planning, being strategic. We wanted to see that because we all could see that Walter was falling off his rocker anyway. But Paulie could have been the next one up to kind of get everybody in line. But I mean, I
mhm.
see what we got to do. I wasn't ready for him to go yet.
Got you. Got you. I'm gonna say my greatest surprise was this guy right here, Diamond Boy. Diamond kind of came through in this episode, like being a little bit more gangster. I was waiting for it because he was looking kind of soft towards Tommy, and then this one he was pressing Tommy. This one he's coming through just like totally menacing like his father with the words like I can't wait for you to die so we can celebrate. I was like, yo, this is Diamond dog? Yo, for real? Okay, this is why they call him Diamond, you know what I mean? My greatest disappointment, I'm gonna say my greatest disappointment was Paulie because really really Paulie dying, but it was really Paulie and his actions, especially when he was trying to defend and then he went out there looking like, with two straps, like like he's the man. Like it was just so obvious that he was going to go. You know what I mean? So I'm sad to see him go. But when you go out like that, like they put the perfect picture up for Paulie. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Why don't you just stay in the crib just like Walter's doing. You know what I'm saying? Just wait for them to come in and then boom. But no, you want to go out there. I'm defending the family. Okay. It's like his loyalty to a fault was just like, dang. You know what I mean? Dang, dang, dang. So what do we think about D Mac and his fate? I know all of y'all, most of y'all did recaps already and reviews. I did a recap as well. What do we think? Let's start with D Mac. What do we think about D Mac? Are we pleased that D Mac is not gone? That's number one. And number two, are we happy that he's far, far away from the streets? We'll start with you, Moochie. What do you think? Moochie, you there? Okay. Tamika's den. Let's start with you.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Okay. Okay. There
I
you go, Moochie.
didn't realize I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
I said, I feel like with this whole thing, the whole way it went down with D-Mac
Hmm.
is he knew damn well not to go back outside.
Right.
You know, you went outside to see some girl, some pissy tail girl. I'm gonna sound like the old folks, cause that's what my mother used to say to me. You know, you
Yeah.
going out here to see these pissy tail boys,
Right.
and you got, you got an thing hanging over your head.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and he
Wildin'.
already said the question to me is when he was outside with the backpack,
Hmm.
did he still have the hammer in there? That
Probably.
hammer? You understand?
Probably.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, that and now then I understood why Tommy smacked him up like that, yoked him up, choked him
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he had the hammer. I think Tommy took it away from him.
I hope so.
But
I
still, he
couldn't
was
remember.
outside. Yeah. I agree with you. He
I,
was outside. What are you doing?
mm,
Wilding out. Tamika, you agree with that?
Yeah, D-Mac was doing too much. He went from being crazy scared about it to just wanting to hang out and talk with Marshall and go back out to go meet up with what was her name? I can't even remember right now.
Genesis.
Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandma, she's so beautiful. And he knew he could get over on Grandma, but Kate was supposed to be smarter than that too. But yeah, no. And like I said, that's like real life scenarios I've seen like that. Either when the boy don't want to stay out the streets or the girl got
Hmm.
pregnant, they sent them away. So it makes sense to me to
Yeah.
send him away. Is he gonna stay away? Probably not. But I understood where Tommy was coming from with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nikki on the beat. I mean, was he that smooth or was grandma just that like, oh, you my baby? You know what I'm saying? Did he really finesse? He really finessed her. Oh, I like this girl. Just like you said to me, I like this girl, but Tommy trying to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, what are your thoughts? Did he really finesse grandma? And we're gonna talk about grandma next.
Well, of course he finessed grandma because right now they're still building a relationship. They don't have that type of connection yet.
Hmm.
Not yet. They just really found out about each other. And then also too, it also goes to show the power of a woman, power of a young lady, even in her teenage years, can get somebody he can love her or like her that much or want to see her that much that he's gonna risk limb and life and everything else to get on out there, knowing good and well that he's got something on his head right now. So the fact
Hmm.
that Tommy sent him away, completely smart. Because remember, he told him he was like, basically, if he didn't get it together, he was gonna have to handle him himself.
Yeah, I don't know about that power the woman thing. I think he just a young buck trying to get some. You know what I'm saying? He always liked her. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she cute. She's super cute.
They will chase the cat.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get a little. I mean, listen, he a young guy, and I don't think because he doesn't go to school, right? Am I correct? He doesn't go to school. He dropped out. That's what the
Yeah, I
girl said.
haven't been seeing him
yeah,
going to school.
He dropped out of
Mm-hmm.
school.
That's what Genesis' friend said. The hater, she was hating on. He dropped out. You don't want a
Mm-hmm.
guy like that. Remember that? Yeah, yeah. So he don't go to school. I mean, you got a girl that actually trying to show you something. You know what I'm saying? You would probably do the same thing, right? Young dudes probably do the same thing. I probably would have done the same thing. To be honest with you. Okay. Let's talk about grandma, right? Let's talk about Kate. Did we believe or did we had a slight indication that she would fall back and do something like this? I'll start with you, Moochie.
Yeah, of course. I mean, soon as she goes through a tough time,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna use, and she's thinking she lost. She thinking she just getting her life back together, and she lost her grandbaby.
Right.
So it's like, I'm gonna go and gonna sniff on the cocoa.
The coca.
Sniffing on the cocoa.
Man, Tamika's
Sugar
den, I
booger
was
sugar.
the
All that.
booger sugar, right? Yeah, the nose candy, right? Tamika, I was just like, dang. To me, it's like they could have just said, listen, we sending him away. He's not gone. We sending him to this youth center. Tamika, would that have been a good solution? Because, they just didn't want to tell her nothing, right?
Yeah, one part of me feel like they could have told her a little bit, maybe not everything. I mean, Tommy know his mom. First thing he said to JP is, "No, you cannot tell her anything." Okay, Kate will screw this up, but also just to tell her something like that, or have her to believe, because Tommy wasn't really the way he was wording things. She definitely just figured like he did that. But on the other hand, I felt like she should have known that he wouldn't do that to his own nephew. But I don't, I think he felt like he didn't have no other choice. And we knew it was going to be something that was going to push her back to that, the Coco. So if it was going to be anything, I think that nobody's shocked that is that. I was actually surprised she was holding on as long as she was. She was really serious about this. But she
Yeah,
also messed up to even send Z Mac out, because she literally heard Tommy saying like, "This is important.
exactly.
I'll tell you more about it later, but he has to stay in here, keep an eye on him." So it's like, obviously he's not just saying that for no reason.
Exactly. Exactly. Excuse me. She knew the assignment. Like she's right there
Yeah.
listening to him. You see him. Listen, JP, I can only tell you but so much. You know what I mean? Like keep him in the house, protect him. And
Hmm.
she's watching this conversation. So you know what's going on, Kate. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because you want to be a good grandma. Guess what? You could have got your grandson unalive for real. So
Right.
so so
Yeah.
Nikki, like seriously, like was that the right move for D Mac?
Well, definitely not, especially when you saw Tommy talking to JP and he was telling him the less you know, the better right now, which is plausible deniability. So the less you know right now, but he said, I have to handle it. I have to just let me think this thing through. I got to get it handled. But the best thing for DMAC right now, yes, is to send him away. And for Kate to do what she did in that moment, like he said, she could mess everything up.
Right.
Everything. This could cost his whole entire future. So sending him away right now until Tommy can get a lid on things and a handle on things is the best thing right
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay. Excuse me. Let's talk about this right here. Okay. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about your girl, Maria, going head over heels for Tommy. Okay. Is this going to be going in the right direction? Do we trust her? Do we not trust her? Is she like a thorough, noble person? Or is she not a thorough, noble person? Is this a setup for Tommy? I really want to know your opinions. Moochie, I'm going to start with you. Can we trust Maria with Tommy?
What y'all thinking? The mother told her to get on this guy? Do you think the mother's behind all of this? The
Mm.
grandmother, Asuela?
Mm.
Asuela?
Abuleta, abulita.
Abuela or whatever.
Maybe. I mean, you know what? Mucci always got her theories. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. Tamika, you think we can trust her? No. Can we not trust her?
Uh, for right now, I do, until she shows me something else. Now, I will say, I got an eye on her, because we act like we didn't know how to drive, and we act like we ain't, about that life, and we don't want no parts of that life. But then all
Right.
of a sudden, we all in, and we doing Fast and Furious, racing trains and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like,
Right.
and we like, oh, well, maybe I had a little bit more lessons than what I said. So yeah, I definitely don't
Yeah.
think she's as clean cut as she, tries to portray herself to be.
That's crazy that you phrased it as fast and furious. How did I forget about the train thing? Right? She
Yes, I
run.
was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. All of a sudden, we
Yeah.
zooming out the parking lot.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
I'm surprised Tommy was just like, okay, he's being all like lovey, like, oh, whatever, go ahead,
Right.
do it. I'm gonna die with you. It's like, oh my God, Tommy, what are
Yeah,
you
that
doing?
turned him on.
Exactly. He liked the crazy ladies because he crazy himself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So are we okay with Miguel doing what he did to Maria's ex, right? Because he was pressing on her. You know what I mean? He came out grabbed her by the arm, like, listen, I'm talking to you. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Nikki? Nikki on the beat, what do you think? Like, was it okay for Miguel to press and do what he did to the doctor?
Now, culturally speaking, I'm going to say absolutely, because knowing who her brother is and what he does and what we've seen him do already just in his business alone, this is not far off the grid for him. So he's going to make sure that he defends his sister's honor, no matter what. Doesn't matter who it is. So he had to let homie know what was good. He found out that he was crazy. So yeah, I would definitely say yes.
Got you. Moochie, did he go overboard with it? Or was this something that we say, you know what, that's big bro right there. Like, you shouldn't have touched her like that. What you think, Moochie?
I think he overdid it because now he got to worry about if this guy gonna go back to the police. Is he that scared, or you know what I mean? So it's like, is he gonna confront her about it, where they stop speaking, and then she really latch on to Tommy? What's gonna happen? I mean, it's so many ways that this could go.
Right.
And then the mother probably wouldn't be behind it if she finds out he did this, and she already told him, leave him alone. He's an a-hole. Don't touch him. She asked him not. She told him not to get involved.
Okay. Tamika, overboard, or is this the big brother role? You know what I'm saying? As a big brother, would your big brother do the same thing?
I get the culture. My big brother probably would have did that if somebody would have been like, doing something more than what the doctor did. But Miguel was doing too much, in my opinion. I'm starting to like him less and less, to be honest. I was intrigued and looking forward to what we was going to be getting. I feel like we starting to see a lot of his little weaknesses coming out. She did tell him, like, nah, it's not that serious. Leave it alone. And the doctor didn't even know why his hands was getting busted up. I'm like, we already know you could beat him. You didn't even need the statues or trophies, whatever, to beat him up with. She is going to find out about it, and she going to be upset.
Yeah, she's gonna be upset. Definitely.
Yeah.
Your boy got a hand fetish though. Like, for whatever reason.
Yeah, he do.
You can't,
right?
Give me your hand. Like, what's up with this hand thing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just punch him in the face and just let it go. You know, right? Okay. Let's get to it. Your girl, the devil in the red dress. All right. Super mess. She's been a super mess. Before we get to that conversation, let's talk about Doyle. 2-minute man Doyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't too early for him to be taken out. Did we want a little bit more of Doyle? Was he just like a pawn in the game, just to get us to this point? What do we think about Doyle? Moochie? Oh, let me go to Nikki real quick. Nikki, what do we think about Doyle?
Doyle, I definitely wanted to see more of. But we know Doyle's not her flavor anyway. So she's going to do what she's got to do to get to where she needs to get to play out what she needs to play out. And then the fact that, what happened to him, she had to cover her bases because she purposefully did not tell her brother that the time had been moved up. So she had to cover herself.
Absolutely.
Which is messed up.
Yeah, like Moochie, devil in the red dress. Like, did she really think she was going to be the leader? Like, come on, seriously?
Yeah, she thought she always thinking that she want to be in charge, and she don't even know what she doing. She don't know what she doing.
Right.
She don't think because she gave it to Doyle so good. The way he moaning, he moan more than a chick. I'm just saying, you turning him out, and you not, I mean, that's not really your thing anyway, your flavor.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I feel like this was another wasted character that you could have had lasting longer, where you could have had Claudia be the front man for a little bit and just bone this dude and let him think that he running it. But no, Claudia don't think. She don't think stuff all the way through. She's not gonna last. I see her getting locked up.
You see her getting locked up?
Yeah, they're not gonna kill her.
I see her getting taken out by like episode 8. That's my prediction. Because Tommy got to get
all
back.
the friends is done.
Yeah, except for Vic. Vic gonna be around though. But Tamika, talk to me. Devil in the red dress. Like, I'm just done with her. I'm done with her for real. Like, come on, talk to me about her.
Yeah, I know I can't stand Claudia. I cannot stand that lady. Doyle was stupid. He just was stupid. I mean, get your rocks off and get out of there. Why was you even still there with that 39 seconds? I don't even know. That was a hot mess.
You counted the seconds. It wasn't even 2 minutes. It's 39 seconds.
It wasn't even 2 minutes. He didn't even last 2 minutes. Okay, I don't know what the heck he got going on, but he should have known better than to trust her. I mean, when we first seen them getting it in, he was like, "What do you really want? Come on, you can't get over me. On me. You can't fool me. So why would you all of a sudden trust in her now? That just didn't make sense to me."
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, she just giving it. She just
He was
giving it
begging
up.
for it.
Yeah, it's like a typical case of let me give it up, see how far I could take it. Let me get him on my side. And he like, well, you ain't gonna get the title anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was the most.
And I didn't. And why that was a shock to her because she already knows their culture and that your dad ain't just been telling you this over and over for no reason. Like they don't want no woman to be in charge. So I didn't understand why she was like shocked with that.
Okay,
but
got you.
That's the way they wrote it.
That's the way they wrote it.
Tamika.
Yeah, because if you remember when she met season 1 with Alderman, and she really didn't want to go, and her father was like, put a little sugar on it. Basically, that's what she was used for. She was basically pretty face to be pimped out.
Dang.
Yeah, checked his own daughter out. You're right.
Yep. He told her he said, put a little sugar on it. Like when you go meet with them, basically freeze the palms and get done what we need to get done and make it cute. So she was never going to be seen in a position of power, not with her family, her culture.
Right. Yeah. It was always use your sugar walls so we can get this and we can get that. It's like, dang. But here's the thing that pissed me off the most. We moving the meeting, we moving it up to 8:30, right? Not the meeting, but the hit. We moving the hit 8:30. Tell your brother, I'll handle him. What she do? She ain't even call him. Once she heard that news, hey, as long as Vic is alive, you'll never be number one. So talk to me about this. I'm gonna go to Tamika first. I know you don't like it, so you're gonna give me the raw dog on this. That move right there. Talk to me.
I mean, it didn't surprise me. She does not care. She wants it all for herself. The fact that she even, set up this whole plan to take her father out and then was ready to, have Vic do it. She didn't want to go do it herself. And then she thought, oh, I'm going to be the one to rule after it's done. It was just like, huh? And then, of course, it's like, okay, well, I just got to get Vic out the way. Let me get him out the way, too. She didn't expect for him to even be able to make it through it, which, we already know what she thinks of him, too. That's why Vic used to frustrate me. Besides him crying over Gloria every minute, it was like he kept singing every time he was around her, you just like him, you just like him, you just like that. They do the same things and they know how to manipulate him and push his buttons. So it was like, how did you not already go into this thinking we didn't even last 24 hours the first time we was saying we was going to team up? Why would she really be on my side now? Like,
yeah,
some of them are just not using their brains. They sitting on their brains, as my grandma would say.
Sitting on their brains. Okay. We're gonna get back to her. Talk to me about your feelings. I'm gonna go with you, Moochie, about Big Sig, okay, about Diamond, this whole interaction. What were your thoughts?
It was a real conversation. Yeah. A real conversation. He's not fond of his father. He did his mother dirty. He didn't take care of his kids. And he really knew, he really felt that his father didn't like him. Yeah. So he wasn't surprised by what he said.
Yeah. Tamika, like Diamond talking about, yo, we can't wait till you die so we can celebrate you being in the grave. It was kind of treacherous what they were talking about. You know what I mean? Tamika, you there? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it was definitely a real conversation. I was like, whoa, we going there, okay. when he was like, "Yeah, I just came to make sure you was dying for real, so I can get ready to put you in that damn graveyard." I was like, "Oh, all right, that's what we doing." But it was a real conversation. I mean, I didn't really understand what his dad was saying in terms of, I just knew the street was calling me, calling me, calling me. Okay, I wanted to be in the streets, and so I couldn't be there for you. And then he, for him to just say, like, "You're strong. I knew you could handle it. You're the strong one," whereas your brother, he's not as strong as you and he's gonna need you. I don't think him being quote unquote strong means it was okay to treat him any old kind of way, but it's people that do that in real life as well. So yeah, I just thought it was a real moment, and I like the way Diamond handled it.
Yeah. Diamond, to me, again, is showing his real side, the character, showing his real, like, we've never seen like the malice or the hate come from Diamond until like right now. So we get into the root of, where he comes from. I'm glad they telling this story because it gives us more of a backstory as to why Diamond is the way he is, why Jannard is the way he is.
Exactly.
Nikki on the beat. Talk to me about the interaction between Papa and Diamond. What's your thoughts on that?
You can definitely tell it was kind of a cathartic moment, especially for Diamond, because he's like, I need to lay eyes on you first to see what's really good. But even though, going back to what you guys said about him being the strong one, that's how the dynamic always happens. It's like they looked at the strong kid as not needing nurturing, but they need nurturing the most because they're taking on the weight of everybody in the family. And he's taken on the weight of Jannard and all his crazy decisions and his ego and flying off the handle. And he's kind of the even keel thinker of the whole situation. But yeah, it's like that's why they always say check on your strong friends, because they're the ones that, may not ask for help, but they may need that help. The thing is, I like what you said about the fact that we're really seeing the true Diamond start to come out now, because I was wondering if it was going to come out. I was wondering when we were going to see him, and he's going back to his, like, when Jannard was like, that's the Diamond, that's the old Diamond I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So now we're starting to see him. It's exciting to see.
Yeah, like so this whole lying thing that he did to Jannard, because he asked, Jannard went there and his father's gone. And Diamond is like, yeah, he said he loved you. He said you was always, the favorite and all this and that. Like, honestly, I thought it was a noble move on Diamond because, he told his father, hey, I promise I'm going to take care of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he asked him, take care of your brother because your brother is not as strong as you. And we knew that. We see that now. Like, Jannard robbing Manny, right? Taking Manny's chain. Okay, I know we ain't really touched on it, but robbing Manny, taking the work, bringing it back to his crew, saying Miguel gave it to him, lied to the crew, and he's shooting up. It's like, I thought that was noble for Diamond to do that. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So Diamond calls King Kilo, new character. That's why we had to get rid of Walter Mucci. We got a new character. We got mad new character.
He behind bars.
Yeah.
He behind bars.
He in there with your boy.
Yeah, I know, but he behind bars.
Yeah. People these bosses can control the streets behind bars too. You know what I mean?
I get it. He didn't send out the hit though. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
That was some other stuff from that fight that happened in the last episode.
Right.
That was that dude.
Do you think
with the dreads?
You think King Kilo is going to take out Rojas, your boy Jay Moore?
Ooh.
That's a theory.
If he gets out of line.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets out of line, he's going to roll them right down them stairs.
I think he's going to get out of line and anybody can jump in. You know why? He's going to roll him right down the stairs.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I just think about the movie What Happened to Baby Jane. Tamika, no. That's
your boy. But I think he's going to get out of line. And that's one of my predictions too. I think I'll get out of line because, Rojas had to give it up, right? Because Diamond was going to set him up, right? With the cop chick. So Rojas pretty much had to give it up because he's working with the Serbians, but now he had to give it up to CBI. And now for him to find out that, you giving half the work to this guy, I think Rojas gonna get out of line. He may get rolled down the steps. What do you think, Tamika?
It's a possibility because I mean they trying to bring everybody together to all work on one team, and Rojas already didn't want to do it with good reasoning because I wouldn't want to work with somebody that put me in the daggone chairs. And now, like you said, if they have to give him, because that was the deal, that's the only way he said he would go with it is if he was getting half, then that's going to become an even bigger issue. So he's probably definitely not going to want to just kumbaya and come together and be like, now he's getting a big portion of it. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me.
Yeah. And then moving on, press Tommy again, another strong move that we're seeing from Diamond, saying, yo, you better take care of your nephew. He can't be snitching and talking on the street. And Tommy took care of it. What do we think about, again, Diamond just being, I think this was Diamond's episode, to be honest with you. Like Diamond and a little bit of everybody else. But I think it's Diamond. I think it's the Samson episode to me. And then, yeah, of course, the Flynn's getting out of here. All right. So let's talk about that real quick as we wrap this thing up, family. Let's talk about the massacre, the Flynn massacre, okay? The 8:30, it's 8:30 now. It should have been 9 o'clock. Your boy Paulie shows up. Vic is surprised. He's like, yo, what are you doing here? Oh, why don't you get that bottle that we like, right? He's trying to save his life. But Walter's like, nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, right? Claudia's like, yeah, everything's fine over here. It's still 9 o'clock. She lied. She wanted everybody to be taken out. Listen, are we happy that Walter is gone? I know, Moochie, you said earlier we should have held on to him a little bit longer. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy that he's gone. I'm really happy Walter's gone. Because honestly, Moochie and everybody else, I thought the Flynn story was getting a little boring to me. Just to me. Because they didn't have anything together. The organization was together. They fighting, bickering back and forth, father, son, father, daughter. It was kind of boring to me. So are we happy? Are you happy that Walter's gone?
Who's this question for me?
For anybody. Anybody could jump in.
I'll go last.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, like I said my disappointment. I just felt like they never was utilizing Walter in a way that they should from the get-go for me. Because that's a great actor, and I just felt like he definitely could have been doing more than what we were seeing him doing. As far as just the Flynn family as a whole, I don't care about them. They, so I did like Paulie, and I knew that he was willing to go out, for Walter, so that wasn't no shock. He was a real one, but I don't know why he had his arms spread out like that. Just saying, shoot me, but
right, moving target.
Yeah, but as far as them as a whole, I'm not gonna be crying if they get taken out, but I feel like Vic is probably gonna go before Claudia. I feel like she gonna be the last man standing. I said this the other night when we was on Brillo. I think it's just because how it's the one you want to go the worst out of everybody. They always be the one that still be sticking around. So I just feel like she's still gonna be there.
Dang.
But they do seem like they're closing out a lot of stuff that was from the previous season. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Okay. Nikki on the beat. Are you happy that Walter is out of here? The king is dead.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy about that. Like you said, that storyline was running out of tread anyway. But like for me as an actor, like behind the scenes, as soon as I saw Paulie's wardrobe, I was like, okay, the squibs are about to go off. We know what's about to happen. And I was preparing myself for it because I was like, dang, I don't really want him to go yet. But I mean, I see what they're doing. But if you kind of think about even to the original Power to now, it's like this version of Power only really had one major, besides CBI, one major conglomerate to kind of get together on the whole game. But the situation is when you look at like the original Power, they had a whole bunch of different crews. So I want to see what other crews pop up from this. Like, before they had the Tainos and the Soldado Nation and all of that. So what other clues are gonna pop up now that we've got Walter moved out the way and Claudia
Yeah.
really doesn't have anybody? What are we gonna see now?
Right. And again, for those people who've seen the trailer for episode 6, and if you haven't seen my What's Next, definitely check it out for episode 6 as to what I believe is going to happen next for Vic and for that whole Flynn movement. All right. I'm happy to see him gone. Like, again, shout out to you, Tamika. Again, Tommy Flanagan, great actor, watching him for years. Sons of Anarchy, right? Whole motorcycle.
Mhm.
Like, he was great in that. He was great in a lot of different movies that he's been in. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Sad to see him go, but he probably got another project going on. That's usually how it happens. Like, yo, all right, Tommy Flanagan got to do another movie. So, all right, just take me out so I can go do this and get more money. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. And as we wrap this up again.
Oh, I didn't get to answer my.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
my
sorry.
thing
Yes,
I wanted
yes,
to
yes.
bring
Are
my
you
sister back.
happy that this is happening to the Walter the Flynn's?
No, because my theory didn't come out, and I really felt if that theory would have came out, he still and Tommy ended up being related to them, he would have handed the empire over to them and walked away probably.
I
If
remember that.
he found out, like I said, I always thought that he was related to Kate Egan by marriage.
Yeah, and I agreed with you with
And
that theory.
I still feel like if that and I feel like she was basically what they usually do to white girls back then when they had black babies, they would disown.
Mm-hmm.
And I strongly believe that she would have been disowned by the Flynns, even if that's her uncle. You understand?
Yeah, they're
So
related.
I
Yeah.
I I feel like they could have did so much more with the story. And now I'm seeing Kate here. I'm really thinking this theory was gonna come out, yo. But unfortunately it didn't. And it is what it is. I feel like they wasted a good character because his
Yeah.
acting, he's been in so many things and they didn't use this guy good enough to me.
Got you.
And especially knowing that he came from Sons of Anarchy and all of these different shows as the
Yeah.
bad guy. We first seen him from being in an Ice Cube movie, and he was a villain there.
Yes, I remember
So
that.
I
When he
just
was.
feel like
Yeah.
with this they wasted a good character, and they could have did so much more with the storyline. But
Well,
I'm here for it though. Still, I'm always a Power fan.
absolutely, absolutely. Sound like your voice coming back strong. I hear it. It's coming. It's
Yes,
coming.
trying. I'm drinking my tea as we speak.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, again, I love the actor. I remember that movie with Ice Cube. I do. He was mad young, and yeah, he was.
Mhm.
Man, they was. What was it? It was Ice Cube and Mike
Ice
Epps.
Cube and
It
Mike
was. It
Epps.
was all about the Benjamins. That
Yes,
was what he was.
exactly.
Yes, yes. When he was trying to get the diamonds. Yeah. You remember that?
Hmm.
Yeah, you saw it coming back. They were like, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, he was good. He was a good villain. Yeah, I hear you. And I thought that too. Like, yo, Kate is related. Da 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 da. When he said in season 1, yo, I'm looking in your eyes, Tommy. You one of mine. Like
Yep.
you.
That
I
was
remember
my
that line.
theory right there.
I remember that line too. And I
They
was like,
wasted to me, I feel like they wasted a good theory.
yeah,
They wasted a good character. Like
right.
the Power's been doing it though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he could have lasted much longer, but like you said, he probably got projects and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And he's a popular actor.
And they're bringing in so many new characters, on top of new
Hmm.
characters and stuff like that. So, all right, so let's wrap it up. This right here, the Flynn massacre, it's a wrap. Okay, your boy goes to Stacy Marks. Man, oh man, oh man. Do we have a new CI, criminal informant, in power now? Like, talk to me. What are your feelings about this? Because he's making deals. He told me he wanted immunity. She's like, nah, you got to give me everything. I want CBI. I want Tommy. I want it all. Tamika's Den, let's start with you as we wrap this thing up. What are your thoughts on the new CI, criminal informant? What we think about it?
I mean, I said this a few times already, but I don't think it's gonna go the way they think it's gonna go. I think that Vic wants to be out number one, and he wants Claudia to pay number two. So he gonna do whatever he can to benefit those two things. I don't necessarily feel like he's really gonna be trying to help them with taking Tommy down, but he wants them to think that that's what he's there, trying to do. And I think that Tommy's gonna utilize him because they needed somebody that they could get info from. That's what they was trying to do with Mr. Detective before D-Mac took him out. So
true.
That's what I think. I don't think he's gonna be working with them. And I think Stacey Marks is about to mess up her case any daggone way because she's doing too much too. She another one that's seen too much.
Right. Right. Yeah. Nikki on the beat. What do we think about criminal informant Vic? Is he going to give Tommy up? He's going to give CBI up?
No, Vic is going to be their man on the inside. He's going to be their man on the inside. Vic, he makes some silly decisions at times, but he's smarter in a lot of different things too. So he, like he gave up his sister immediately. He was like, she's the one that runs the books. Like basically sending you straight to her. But she, Stacey was like, no, I want CBI, I want it all. Vic is going to be a bit smart about it. He's going to be smart about this because now he doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have family. He doesn't have his father. He definitely can't trust his sister. So now he's going to look out for the best interest of himself and whatever it is that he's trying to maneuver into. But I don't think he's going to give up Tommy and CBI like that. Nah, he's going to be the man on the inside.
Okay. Moochie, what are your thoughts? Drop it on me.
I do feel like he's going to be the inside person.
Okay.
I do feel like he's going to help them. He wants a new life. He doesn't want to be part of this. He never wanted to be part of this.
Right.
So Tommy's about to be king. That's where I'm going with it.
Okay. I personally think that he is going to start off to get his, whatever as far as the deal that he made with Stacey Marks. But I think Tommy's going to catch him out there. And Tommy's going like, yo, what's really going on? I got the strap to you. And then he's going to be like, I went to the cops and now I'm a CI. And you know what? You know who really got Liliana? It was my sister. Go get her. Okay. To save his own life, then he's going to give up the information that he's a criminal informant. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to keep him alive. And then he might be able to walk away. Maybe. We'll see. But I think to save his own life, he'll give up the information because Tommy ain't going to play with that. What do we do with snitches? We bury them. All right, family. Listen, it's been fun. I appreciate y'all coming through. Listen, Moochie, Tamika, EJ, the TV junkie, and myself. We're going to be on in less than a half hour talking about power. So we're going to continue this conversation, right? It's going to be on Moochie's channel, Tamika's channel, and EJ's channel, all right? We're going to come through and definitely discuss it with all of y'all. Keep it locked. Nikki on the beat, what's going on with you? Still there? Not there?
Is she there? Uh-oh.
Nope. All good. All right. Well, catch us in what? Less than a half hour, right, Mochi?
Yeah, give us a half hour. We be there. I got to make me some more tea with some lemon and honey. And we going to get it in, y'all, because I miss y'all. I've been going for 2 weeks, so I got to talk.
Heck yeah. We need to hit a hammer. We need to hit a hammer in these theories. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate both of y'all. Tamika's Den. Anything else going on before we log off or whatever? Anything else going on besides what we're about to do next?
No, that's it for right now. Keep your notifications on.
Pretty much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank y'all for coming through always. And I'll see y'all in a minute. All right. Family, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to everybody's channel here. And we're going to see y'all in a minute. All right. Till next time. Salute.